Hey everyone, Alex here with Off the Cuff Reviews. I am back again to bring you guys a special new video. This time we're going to be talking about the movie Peanut Butter Falcon. I don't believe I actually covered this movie on my channel yet. I might have covered it on my podcast, but I do want to talk about it in a specific video because I think this movie is actually great. I ended up watching this with my friend Logan at an advanced screening when it came out, and let's get into the video. So the Peanut Butter Falcon stars Shia Labeouf, Dakota Johnson, and it introduces Zach Gottsagen. And when I saw this film, I actually got to be a part of a Q&A with one of the producers, who actually let us know that this specific movie was written around Zach's character in the movie. The directors and the writers had an idea to make a film, and when they met Zach, they wanted him to be in the film. They wrote an entire film based on him, pretty much. It's not really like a biography or anything like that, but it is written specifically for Zach. And the whole entire cast of this film actually did an amazing job. They did have a little bit of a lower budget. I mean, $6 million is not too low, but I think that's a little bit lower than like some of the bigger Hollywood films. And this film actually brought Shia LaBeouf back down to reality. He actually got arrested during the filming of this film, and when that happened, Zach showed an unbridled compassion towards him that a lot of other people haven't shown Shia before. I think that he's very misunderstood in the Hollywood scene. A lot of people think that he is a pretty bad person, but I don't believe that. I think that he is actually a really good person who just had a terrible upbringing, and you know, he's been trying his best, and you can definitely see that it's almost like this film was him turning over a new leaf. And ever since this film was released, I don't know if you guys have noticed at all, but Shia has definitely been way more compassionate and way more open about things in not only his life, but to the world. So like when this film came out, this was the first film back since like before Nymphomaniac came out where he actually did press for a movie, because when Nymphomaniac came out with Lars von Trier as the director, he actually walked off of a press conference after basically just not making any sense. He was pretty much drunk. He walked off the set of the press conference, and he never did a press conference for a movie again. He never did any kind of press at all for any movies after that. And this was the first movie where he kind of opened his eyes, and he has credited Zach with kind of saving his life, and that's really touching. And it really shows the type of character that Zach actually is, like in real life. And this movie was actually, a lot of it was improvised. They gave him a rough script basically, but once the actors started meshing together, they kind of just fed off of each other. Like one of the most iconic scenes in the film is actually in the trailer, and it's when Shia LaBeouf actually asks Zach, he kind of gives him some rules, and he says, "What's rule number 1?" And Zach actually forgot the line, and the line that he actually gave was so funny and so real and authentic that they actually kept it in the film, and that's what sold this film for pretty much everyone. Everyone dies laughing at that scene, and it's like the most authentic, real response, because it was real. Like it wasn't like a scripted moment. It was an unscripted thing that wasn't supposed to be in the movie, and they added it in and they kept it in because he just did such a good job with just improvising and riffing off of Shia's energy.
Rule number 1, don't slow me down. Rule number 2, I'm in charge. Hey, what's rule number 1? Party? No.
And Shia just went with it as well, and Shia's a very good actor, and I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, but he is great. He's great in this film. Zach is amazing as a standout performer. He's definitely he should definitely get some roles in Hollywood, I believe. And that makes me move on to Dakota Johnson's character. Dakota Johnson actually does an amazing job. I think that once people watch this movie, The Peanut Butter Falcon, they will realize that Dakota Johnson, one, has skills as an actress, and two, is not so pretentious, because I've definitely heard that she comes off as pretentious in her films, especially like Wounds and when she was in the 50 Shades of Grey trilogy. A lot of people have talked about how she seems a little bit like, she acts like she's a little bit better than she may be acting, but with The Peanut Butter Falcon, she's more grounded in reality, and it shows her true authentic side, and you can definitely see that she's just a genuine soul, and she's a genuine actress that loves what she does, and this film really encompasses that as a whole. The directing in this film definitely feels like an indie style. It definitely is lower budget, but I think that the performances, the directing, the cinematography, and the script, and the improvisation with the script all works amazing. There are a few issues that I have with the plot, but I think that when you look at the movie as a whole, you can actually look past those plot holes, because this movie isn't like a movie that's gonna warp your brain like a Christopher Nolan film. This isn't supposed to be something that's like groundbreaking. This is a movie that they wrote specifically around Zach. So yeah, some of the situations wouldn't maybe happen in real life, but they had to happen in the movie to further along the plot. And a lot of people don't buy into it. There's like a whole subplot that a lot of people don't like, where like the characters are kind of chased by these bad guys, but I think that adds to the story, adds to the grittiness. And the film overall is actually really good. And with all of that said, guys, I'm actually going to give The Peanut Butter Falcon an A. I really enjoyed this one, and I implore everyone to go watch it, especially if you have Hulu. It is streaming currently on Hulu, so go ahead and watch it. This one's great, and I think you will love it. And with that said, I want to let you guys know that I am going to have a Patreon launching very, very shortly. Everything is actually already ready to go with the Patreon. All the tiers and the perks and everything is all set up. The only thing I have to do is launch it and give you guys the link. But everything is ready to go. So I just wanted to let you guys know that the Patreon will be available very, very soon. So please be on the lookout. And if you guys can find it in your hearts, please subscribe, because I'm going to be uploading a ton of exclusive content to the Patreon. Like, you guys are going to be getting a whole bunch of different videos and things that you probably haven't seen on this channel before. So please definitely check that out when I drop the link. You can also click the link down below. There will be a link to my podcast, the Off the Cuff podcast, where I talk about movies, and it's more off the cuff and more raw, and it's more of a podcast than just this video of me talking. You guys will definitely enjoy that as well. I talk about a whole wide range of movies and entertainment. Please go click the link below. And also, if you do like this video, drop a like, and I'll see you next time. Stay safe, everyone. Peace.